Hey, yo,
Live.
good to see you guys. Thank you all for coming. What? What's that sound? Oh, yeah. Well, it's good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. Nate in the house, Roger, and PJ Cruikshank.
Yo.
Good afternoon.
How you guys doing?
All groovy, sir. All groovy. Yourself?
Wonderful.
We're good.
Good. I hope you guys have been having a good day so far.
Yeah.
I had a fantastic day. Woke up nice and early, went to go watch some rallying today. So I'm actually quite tired, to be honest, but it was well worth it. Roger, you're eating your mic again.
He's loud.
You okay, Roger?
I'm fine. I'm going into work. I'm going to leave and come back.
Shot, man. Thanks for coming. So Nate and I were talking before the show started. He has watched this video.
Okay.
And there's a few things that you guys are going to want. Yeah. I'm not going to give it away, but he needs help. The guy doesn't understand half the things he's talking about. But I think this is more like a desperation video, I would say. More than anything. The only reason I'm actually showing this is because I wanted to use a piece of it for my documentary, and when I thought, this might be a good thing to actually discuss. But yeah, he brings up some points that we're definitely going to chat about, and I think it's going to be interesting. Guys, while you're here, please hit the likes, share the show. It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Did you guys see the poll? We know the bluffers are kidding themselves when they claim FE is not serious. I see got a lot of Globers voting. So yes, 33% and no 67%. Ooh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to see why that is, why he thinks that, but it's stupid.
Yeah. But it's good to see everybody, guys. Please hit the likes. I see Mike Van Dijk just came in. Thank you for coming. Alan Norshan, what's up? Igor was in earlier. How's Vicky doing? PJ, is Vicky still a little bit sick?
She's still sick. She's behind me now. She's drifting. She's awake, but she's drifting off here and there. She's on a tablet. Say again, babe.
Crap.
Yeah, she still doesn't feel good. I didn't even I didn't do my show earlier on because I didn't want to wake her. So I will do one tomorrow, definitely. But yeah, she's still a bit ill.
Well, I hope you get better soon, Vicky. It's not nice to see you so sick.
No, she said thank you. She can't even say it loud enough. She's like, thank you.
I heard her there. Okay, guys, so let Planet Walk know that we are doing the video on him. I did tag him like I always do everybody. It's going to be exciting. Listen to the stuff. At least I don't... Oh, he's still got the plushy bear. I think that's the same one. He's just got a hoodie on it now.
Yeah, no. He got rid of the symbol.
That's quite interesting, actually.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Just for some reason, his conscience told him he had to cover it up. I don't know.
Yeah, because if he didn't really care, he wouldn't have, worried about covering it up.
I don't know.
Ahoy hoy, I'm Planet Walk, and one thing that I hear a lot of flat earthers say is they say that the flat earth movement is growing, the truth is getting out there, and someday they'll all be taken seriously. Now, I have seen the way that things are going with flat earth, and from what I can tell, nobody's going to take them seriously. Well, at least no serious person will take them seriously. And the reason for that is because flat earthers haven't at anyone a reason.
No serious, take serious. Okay, Roger.
I feel like
there's a lot of noise coming.
Stick yourself on mute.
I feel like when flat earthers try to reach out to serious people, though, even in the beginning, they still, just kind of rejected them. Neil deGrasse Tyson with Eric, that whole situation, right? The massive amount of ducking.
Oh, without a doubt.
In the early 2015, 2016, around then.
Definitely. But I find it very ironic that statement he's just made. Flat Earth isn't taken seriously. That's why no one serious cares about Flat Earth. Yet you go look at his channel. His channel is just about Flat Earth.
Yeah.
Literally. That's what his niche is, to try and debunk Flat Earth. So how can you claim Flat Earth's not serious when your whole YouTube career, you could say, is about trying to debunk something you say is not serious?
That's right.
It's really funny. And I've seen this with all the anti-flat earthers. FTFE, McToon, David, everybody. It's just a joke. And yet that's what they do. It's just this. So I'm very confused.
They take it very seriously.
Mm-hmm. Mike, yes. Planwalk is a guy, but he's been transitioning for a year now. Something came out as saying he's woman. On a serious note, I do think he's demon possessed, and that's why he believes that. And he needs prayer. And yeah, I think it's good that people are actually standing up and talking against this nonsense that don't offend the people because you don't want them to be what they want to be. Sorry to break it to you. If you're born a male, you're a male. If you're born a female, you're female. Don't accept it. That's your own problem.
That's right. That's right.
Because God made us in his image. And I'm not going to go against God's word and say, hang on, God made you imperfect.
Exactly. God doesn't make mistakes.
Exactly. But it's good to see you guys. LJ just popped in, Spuddy Taylor, and Jeff Gass said, "What up?" Okay, let's carry on.
To take them seriously. Of course, flat earthers think that they've given people plenty of reasons to take them seriously, but they haven't. Just because you have an outlandish claim does not mean that that claim should be taken seriously. I could claim that I'm God. That doesn't mean that I should be taken seriously about that, though you probably should. Now, the question that should...
And he just contradicts himself.
This son of
Don't take me
Satan.
seriously. Let me give you a reason. Let me give me an example why you shouldn't take me seriously. And then at the end of his statement, no, maybe you should. What?
I find it weird that no one goes outside, tries to debunk, like FTFE. You can't find people. You can't find him trying to debunk concave earthers or hollow earthers, right?
Yeah, I think that's a joke.
Most Google topic, most banned topic. I feel like, I don't know. I kind of feel like what he said wasn't true.
Yeah, it's exactly that. If they find so dumb, then why don't they go and try and debunk other things they think isn't dumb?
Yeah.
Why specifically waste all their time on flat earth then?
Exactly.
I just have to put this up. I could say I'm a woman, but that doesn't mean you should take me seriously.
Yeah.
And sometimes does get asked by a lot of flat earthers is, why won't any serious person take flat earth seriously? And the answer that they come up with is, oh, they're just paid by NASA.
No. Has anybody ever said that?
No.
No.
No. Not a good answer. Of course, the real answer is a bit more nuanced than that. So, flat earthers, if you happen to be watching this, pay attention. Also, this won't just apply to flat earthers, it will also apply to young earth creationists. Now, for this, we need to start with a simple question. How do you show that the earth is flat? Now, a good way to do this could be to spend ages watching a large ship sail off into the distance. If it disappears bottom first, then we know that the earth isn't flat.
Nope. That's a statement of incredulity.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, they always say this one, don't they? Bottom first, it's always flat.
LJ, thank you very much for your $2 super chat, man. Really appreciate the support. He says, what about women born who have 3 boobs? Just kidding. Hey, I know some males that has 3 nipples, so
Yeah.
what can I say? But I think at the end of the day, it comes down, do you have a uterus or not? What's your chromosomes?
That's it.
Yeah.
Because he's a real boy.
Wow, Mike, what a comment! I can't put that on screen. But yeah, it's bad. I mean, I think I saw a case where it was a male but is now female is trying to sue doctors because they claim that he can't get pregnant because he doesn't have a uterus.
Wow. Mm.
Because he's a she now, but he can't have children of his own. It's like, okay, yeah, there's a reason for that. What's up, Ryan?
Doesn't he remind you of Planet Walk a little bit?
He is Planet Walk.
Oh, that is Planet Walk? Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
I was on that. Is that really Planet Walk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was somebody else. My bad. That was as bad as Gravity and Mass Attracting Mass yesterday. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I should pay attention more.
Right. Ryan's just in the house. What's up,
How
Ryan?
dare you?
Hey Ryan, how we doing?
I'm good. How you guys?
Good.
Good.
Okay, let's see what he carries on saying.
If it never does that, then the Earth could be flat. Now, fortunately, plenty of people have already done that, and we see that, well, it looks like the Earth isn't flat. That should be the end of discussion.
Wow.
Okay, maybe we can give a few
Interesting.
examples of why this is just idiotic. Well, first of all, Planet Walk, this has been explained to him countless times. It can be a swell. It could just be foreshortening due to optics limiting angle, refraction, diffraction, many things. Notice how wavy it is, like, ooh, it's not a clear day. Yeah, it's optical. We've been able to actually go and demonstrate things like this on flat surfaces as well. So, like I said, it's a statement out of incredulity.
Yeah.
A lot of this is just going to be hand wave dismissal of stuff.
Yeah.
Already, yeah.
I mean, and even that boat there, I mean, I know it could be due to the swell and all that, and they're saying it's going over the Earth that way, but it's actually tilted towards the person taking the picture, you know, when it should be tilting away if it's going over a hill, you know, over a curve.
Mm-hmm. But this is one thing I love to say, especially from the anti-flatter side. Look at the little thing. They take a still shot from something and say, see, it's behind the curve. But show the full video maybe and keep it long enough, then you'll see all of a sudden, oh, now you can see the full ship because it's behind a wave or a bulge of water because of a swell.
And for long distance photos, which he's going to talk about later, they always love to incite any other kind of phenomenon or any kind of, optical effect to describe it. For our photos, for their evidence, they say, no, it must be this way. You can't get out of it. It's very hypocritical.
It's definitely hypocritical. And this is why we say they take FE very seriously, because they have to try every trick in the book to try and debunk it. I find it very ironic he's saying that it's not taking it serious, yet he's got on screen claiming, oh, we should debunk flat Earth. LJ, the guy I'm debating tomorrow night on MDD, by the way, guys, 7 o'clock Central African time. It's going to be great. It's a bit of biblical cosmology stuff. It's Peter Mackley. Remember that Christian guy we did a stream on a month or two ago?
Okay.
So it's going to be quite exciting. I'm actually looking forward to actually debating some scripture. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember that.
Because, sorry? What's that, right?
I said I vaguely remember that guy, I think.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He also seems like a nice kind of guy. At least he's very respectable and stuff.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about. Yeah. He was kind of nice.
He's got the glasses on, and he was showing the flat Earth model and the model.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was fairly good kid, I guess. I mean, polite anyway.
Because I've seen a lot of the things when I want to debate biblical cosmology, people just run away from that for some reason, because they know there is no scripture that goes for the globe. Because all they can say is, "Oh, no, it has to be metaphorical." And that's all they got. So there is an actual defense for why it's a globe, scripturally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to see you all. Thank you for coming. Hit those likes, please. Share the show. It's good to see everybody here.
Though of course we still have flat earthers, so clearly that hasn't been the end of discussion. Instead, we get a number of claims like perspective makes things disappear bottom first, or just zoom up on it and you'll be able to see it again, or it's the angle of attack and Rayleigh criterion. All this is meant to say,
And all this, the way he just said it, is totally wrong. He's making it sound... Now this would be what we call word salad. Because he's just throwing words in there and misrepresenting what people say. He's trying to make it sound like we don't know what we're talking about. So that would be word salad. Globus, that would be word salad. Just to let Dave Farina know.
that yes, things actually do disappear bottom first on a flat earth. The problem you run into with this is it now becomes impossible to distinguish whether the earth is flat or a globe using this method. Or does it? So flat earthers like to claim that we see too far to be on a globe, so therefore the earth can't be a globe. Often it goes that if we see too far at all, then the earth can't be a globe with the radius that they say that it is, so it's more likely that the earth is flat then. But that's not how any of it works.
That's exactly how it works. If you have a radius, a geometric radius that's set, it cannot physically change. Now, if you see something that violates that claim, then it is based on, let's say, Occam's razor, which is what's more plausible. It is a globe, but because I say it because this, and this, and this, or it invalidates my claim, therefore it's not a globe. Yeah.
I should say they should let us explore it and find out for
We can
ourselves.
turn that and say that if ships disappear bottom...
I mean, actually, he should be not making any arguments now because he's saying flat Earth shouldn't be taken seriously. But he's making arguments against flat Earth, so he's taking it very seriously.
Yeah, the person with the opinion in the title wouldn't make this video in the first place. Or yeah.
That's my whole point. Yeah. Toshiro. Okay. Wow. We're going to go through this video quite quickly, it seems.
Yeah.
bottom first at all, then the Earth cannot be flat. Neither of these really works as an argument because there's always going to be some margin of error. So when it comes to flat earthers saying that we see too far, the question is, and that never gets answered, is how far do you expect us to see? Not on a globe, but on a flat Earth. Until we get some kind of numbers on this, then flat Earth becomes...
We have given numbers on this. Literally 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. It's based on the Rayleigh criterion. There we go. I don't know what's so hard to understand. He's been given this before as well. He's been told this.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is only, let's say, presuming that there's no refraction. You still take refraction, it changes. You have different atmospheric effects, different optical effects. That's why you have averages on things. I love how they're trying to reverse the burden onto us because we do claim it's all optical. They claim it's physical, but yet all they ever bring up is optics. How can you claim something is physical and it's not optical effect, but every single defense you bring for your claim is, I know it's optical. Yeah, that's practically what's happening.
becomes unfalsifiable. That is to say, there is nothing that you can do to prove it or disprove it. In science, if an idea is unfalsifiable, then it gets discarded because there's simply no use wasting your time on something that the same.
Yet, why are they still pushing dark matter? Why are they still pushing infinite universe? Why are they still pushing gravity? Why are they still pushing everything that's unverifiable for the globe? Very, very odd.
Yeah, I know you're smashing it. I have nothing to say.
Everybody's just. Ryan, are you taking a piss outside there or something?
Yeah.
It looks like you're taking a
Ryan.
piss.
What? What?
Oh,
Watering my
It's
yard,
water.
sir.
I was like, what the hell are you doing, man?
How did you hear without my mic on? How did you hear me peeing when I didn't have my mic on?
I was like, what's going on there?
No, I'm just watering the
Watering
garden.
Hey guys, I've actually
thank you,
seen
Clark.
this Planet Walk video before though. It's all right. I haven't seen it in a while. Can you guys hear me very well right now?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, sorry about all the static earlier. It's just between here and my work, there's a valley, and I get no signal at all. So, yeah. I don't know. How can I fix that? Yeah, I was going to say that I got a new fan now. It's Jack of all trades. He's jumping off right now. Yeah. So,
You got a new
now
one.
that you mentioned him, he's going to make a short of you saying this, just to let you know.
well, I'm well aware. He's already made it. It already made a short of me and PJ earlier. So,
Feel the love.
For the love, man. I get like 2 or 3 shorts a day from him. So.
Does he do anything else? I'm serious.
No, that's all he does.
Who knows? I've never seen him do anything else.
Guy's just obsessed. He's literally. But you know what's bad about his content, though? He doesn't actually do anything. He takes a clip and he says nothing.
He's got two.
He doesn't give a rebuttal or anything. He just puts the clip and then he has some smart remark clip at the end of it. That's it. Doesn't rebut anything. Doesn't really say anything.
Yeah, I didn't watch his videos. I just looked through his channel, like and they told me that I need to stop doing super chats and buy a new microphone. So that's about all I got out of it.
Okay.
So I got a fan club. Yeah.
Yeah. So he does watch.
Yeah.
Same goes for creationism, by the way. There's no way to actually verify it, and it gets worse for young.
Oh yes, we can. Of course, you can verify creations. We talked about the other night. The ontological primitives. There we go.
I actually made a really good video that I sent to you.
Yeah, Nate did it awesome. Did you? Like I said, you should actually post on your channel because you said you want to start a channel.
Yeah, no, I did. I do have one, but I don't know how I'm gonna get people to what you want me to like link it in. I can link it at the end of this.
Yeah, if you can, I'll share it for sure, man. I'll definitely push your channel. Just stick it on your channel, and I'll definitely share it to everybody. No worries about it.
All right.
It's actually very good, guys. He made a quick short, and it just literally blows out the water what he just said. Do you want to quickly maybe share the screen? You can show it if you want to, Nate.
You know what? No. Actually, I don't know how to do it on here, so you can just share it.
I can try to do it quickly.
Yeah, I sent it to you on Discord, so you could just download it.
Yeah,
if you need it.
I'll be Discord.
Yeah, by the way, Ryan, I sent you an email. Check your inbox.
I'll get it. I'm sorry. Cool. I will. I'll check it. Thank you. I checked it yesterday and I didn't see anything yet, but I'll check it
If not, just let me know and I'll send you another one. I got my info in there if you can contact me if you want to.
Okay.
No worries. I'll check it right now. Give me a minute to put this photo down.
What's coming out of that hose again?
Just water, sir. Just water. I could probably arrange you around
No,
if you
it's
really
all right,
want
man.
me.
My name's not Dave neither.
Is it showing on screen, guys?
We don't need
it's
any more
showing,
e-drinker
it's
around here.
It's showing, yeah.
I
I don't know if the audio is going to be good, though.
No, it should be fine.
All right.
I actually got a question for you. Are you
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah, I can't hear that at all.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me.
The reason I'm bringing that up though is let's look
Really
at
low.
Yeah, no, it's the audio's bad. The audio's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah. It's like oh fuck. But you can essentially see it on here. Everything. I'll just essentially everything that we see in life is created. So it's stupid to assume that seeing something like the trees and the animals is from something that's uncreated.
Yeah.
He's showing everything that's created, in other words.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
And the
then,
sand castle, I love that as well.
yeah.
You can
I
see the
gotta go,
sand
guys,
castle.
but I just want to say exactly.
Exactly, dude.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Now look at
Exactly.
that sand castle, guys. Is that
Exactly.
sand castle created by someone, or is it just there by nature?
It just washed up on the beach.
No, I think it just came up by nature. They just grow, don't they?
Yeah, it's
Yo, LJ in chat, Zoid, do you think it's a coincidence Hollywood movies show the spinning? Yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure there could be an argument to be made that the Walt Disney Universal was the intro was made to perpetuate the globe when it was, Hollywood essentially does push the globe is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that started with Universal. Yeah.
but Hollywood pushes. To be fair, they push a lot of different agendas there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fair.
A lot,
Yeah.
and they're proud
Look
of
at,
it, by the way.
look at Paramount's intro, and you'll see something completely different. You
And
notice
this
they
is
show.
one thing. Yeah. This is one thing about Hollywood that I say to Christians, and they always freeze up on is that they will make hundreds of $1 million budget movie like Avatar with special effects and everything, but they won't make one of those on the Bible. They'll make it on Space Odyssey and all this space stuff and everything that modern society wants, right? What we're pushing against. But they won't do it for even the New Testament, Old Testament, no matter what it is. Instead, we get Mel Gibson of a Jewish guy getting whipped. It's like a yeah.
That's. What do
Hollywood
you
is-
think about Louisiana and the Ten Commandments in all the schools at the moment?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Well,
I haven't
in
heard of that
Louisiana,
before.
They passed a bill that all the schools classrooms have to have the Ten Commandments posted in the classrooms. I think is a very good thing.
Yeah.
But now they're getting a lot of
Backlash.
backlash on that. How dare you push your religion onto all our children? These are the same people that are pushing LGBTQ onto the children. So it's okay for them to be hypocrites and push LGBTQ onto the children, but it's wrong for Christians to say, hang on, the Ten Commandments were always in school, so we're going to put it back in the school.
So we're doing another episode of Lefties Losing It. Yeah.
I can speak to this. When I was going to a Catholic high school, they had posters. No posters about Christ or anything. Instead, it's a poster about how homosexuality is actually acceptable in Christianity. And then what do we have? The only thing we have about Jesus in there is a mural painted of him with a peace sign. What is the peace sign? It's the cross snapped in half upside down for the sexual revolution.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
no.
That symbolism for the peace sign is actually satanic, by the way, guys.
I use it all the time as well.
Let's continue the video.
But yeah, I find that very odd. It's hypocritical that they can say, you know, you want to push your stuff on, but don't be angry when we're going to push our stuff on everything.
Earth creationism, because in an effort to try and shield it from all the criticisms that have been levied at it, they've tried to make it unfalsifiable. That is why a lot of scientists discard young Earth creationism.
Whoa.
It's not
Try to make it unfalsifiable. There's no unfalsifiable anything there. Everything observed in nature has creation. Everything.
The only thing that they could argue is pre-ancient, like discoveries and carbon dating that proves it's millions of years old. But then that would get into those are distant. Right?
Even
Carbon
even
dating is
carbon
false.
dating has been shown false. I
Yeah,
mean,
carbon
look
dating
at
is
diamonds,
false.
for instance.
But then it
It's
gets
got
into
carbon 14 in. Carbon,
Yeah, but-
they claiming diamonds were made billions of years ago, yet carbon 14 is there. How do you have carbon 14 in diamonds then?
yeah, but then they would show like, oh, this fragment of a skull is actually an entire Australopithecus. What's this? Right?
Nice name.
Right?
Well, you can believe whatever you want, I
Yeah.
guess, but
Yeah.
So I guess
It's really idiotic. I actually saw a brilliant argument against evolution and billions of years the other day, where a guy was stating, let's look at the records on how many people, because now they say we're 8 billion people at the moment. And you take it back to see how much people should be alive now based on evolution and the time span they give us, and where all the bodies are. Can anybody point to me where all the bodies are for billions of years old?
there aren't any. There's really nothing before 1850. Like nothing.
But they did the math. They took what we have, and time took it from Noah's flood to what it is now, and
They
it fits
predicted it.
exactly to the 8 billion people on Earth now. How does that work?
just I don't know, just another thing they can't explain, because if you bring up biblical miracles to these guys, they say that's just a coincidence and such, right? Yeah.
Because they're
They
against
say stuff
God
like
or
Jesus
anything.
couldn't walk
It's
on
because
water.
young Earth creation
He must have been walking on a stone underneath
has
the water.
no
Yeah.
scientific.
No,
Yeah, but
he just said Jesus
people
couldn't
that
have
say
walked.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get this. These are the same people that say Jesus never existed.
It's just dumb. It's like, yeah,
Whoever says Jesus never existed
too bad, I
needs to
guess.
get their head checked.
Even
Because there's
atheists
more
think
documentation for there's more documentation for Jesus' existence than there is for Julius Caesar.
and Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm. And
I'd probably say-
Tiberius. And
Even though he
and King
supposedly wrote the
Herod.
Bible.
And King Solomon. There's much more. Jesus is actually one of historical documentation is one of the most historical documentation you can get. Authentic documentation, manuscripts that he existed.
Just because they don't teach you that in school doesn't mean it's not true.
You can hear a lot of people, there's a lot of testimonies from people as well, atheists and stuff, and they didn't believe Jesus existed. When they actually did their homework and looked into it, they thought, okay, yeah, the guy literally did exist, and there's definitely an argument for him getting crucified and even his empty tomb. I mean, if you look at even the testimonials for the people that saw Jesus after he died, people literally got sent to death and tortured for this.
Yeah.
So it's quite crazy that you think people just lie about it and willy-nilly just say, okay, come torture me and kill me because I saw someone after they were supposed to be dead.
Ooh, tangy.
Doesn't make sense.
Value. Just like me saying I am God and giving you no way to verify it, that also has no scientific value. But this is also the reason why Flat Earth gets discarded. It's not a giant conspiracy to hide the shape of the Earth, it's just that it has no scientific value, and Flat Earthers haven't really attempted to give it scientific value.
Yeah, because shape is not science. That's a category error. Why must we give it science if it's not science? This doesn't make sense.
This whole video doesn't make sense so far.
Yeah, he's planner.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, he is. He's trying very hard not to take Flat Earth seriously, guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's doing well.
I wonder how serious he took it when he was editing it.
You know.
Yeah.
Putting all the clips together.
I wonder how serious he took it when he dressed this morning.
True.
But it gets worse for flat earthers, because another one of the arguments that they like to throw out there is, well, I can't feel the earth spinning, so therefore it must be flat and stationary. Now, there are plenty of problems with this. First off, they're going off their senses. If we just go by our senses, well, then I have definitely felt the earth spinning before. I could conclude from that the earth absolutely does spin, but it spins specifically when I get drunk, because the earth just wants to have a good time.
And then you
You're
are just
brain damaged.
First of all, you're not old enough to drink, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, in America, you guys have to be 21 or something.
Why?
Try again.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys have very strict rules on drinking, but it doesn't stop the people from drinking, though, does it?
No, of course not. It's like 18 in the UK, but people still drink it at 12, 13,
No.
14.
You do know that laws are not made to keep you from doing things. They're made to punish you for doing things, not to
Of
stop
course,
you
of
from doing
course.
Yeah, Mike, I did see that as well. His keyboard's broken, and it's kind of irritating when I see that keyboard key sitting like that. It's like, makes me think, does he even use it?
And both of them put in as much effort to look female as they did a male.
Gio, that's exactly the point. If you think Flat Earth is stupid and pointless, why make videos about it?
Vicky says they both put the two that's transitioning, the Brenda and this one, says that they put as much effort into looking like a woman as they did a man. Not much.
Zero.
Zero effort.
I'll give it to it. This guy looks like a girl if he didn't have a deep voice. I wouldn't.
I know.
No.
You can see it's a guy. Come on.
Yeah.
No, but if you
He looks a bit sickly, to be honest. I don't know if he...
body, would you not be trying to look female?
Well, you would.
This just looks like a guy with long hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm kind of that, but he's like over exaggerated. Plus, his face is kind of mouth.
No, you just have messy hair. You talk like a dude and you act like a dude. This guy doesn't look like a dude. He doesn't act like a dude, but he just talks like a dude. Something's not right there. He looks like a flat-chested girl, but that's just my opinion.
I really wish he was hitting the high-pitched B note every time he was talking, though.
Sure.
It would make it a lot funnier.
Yeah, at least he talks normal. I can give him that. He doesn't do like
he's not
Brenda
calm.
that puts on a fake voice.
He's
You know
not
what I mean?
calm. Yeah. At least.
And by the way, I had hair just like yours.
I had
when I was your age. I don't know how old you are now, but I'm assuming you're in your 20s. When I was in my 20s, I had the same messy ass hair. Don't worry about it. It's not like it hasn't gone out of style, bro.
Man,
It hasn't gone out of style, bro.
That's 20s?
Even I had, believe it or not, I also had long hair. And
Yeah, 30 years ago,
at
bro.
this stage, I also had long black hair, so I can't say anything.
Long blonde.
Yeah, no. I don't know, Flat. Can I mean, I don't think it's a problem. I'm going to let the people know. Roger, I'm 16.
Yeah, he's still young, dude.
I'm young. Yeah.
My bad. I just guessed you were 20.
Yeah,
Let
no,
him
I
enjoy
got
it
some.
while he can.
See,
Well,
look,
don't act. Just do yourself a favor. Don't act 16
This
and
is
you'll
a
be fine.
human face. This is a human
Alright.
face. That's
Yeah.
all kinds of.
But I have to be honest with you, Nate. You don't look 16.
How dare you?
You look at least 18 at least.
Yeah. I know.
Well, your voice helps. Your deep voice helps. I mean,
All right, let's stop talking about me. Let's continue on.
whatever.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, let's move it. Yeah, let's move on. We don't need to talk about gender.
Okay.
At the end of the day, our senses are very unreliable. Sure, they are useful for some things, but if you've got the option to use a scientific instrument, use a scientific instrument over your senses. That being said, that's only one of the problems with their argument. Another huge problem that immediately disqualifies it is they haven't done any kind of calculations.
Okay, I'm going to start the argument with this, okay? Police officers, they'll tell you completely different. They'll tell you, I don't care what the science says. I saw you going 55 on a 45, and I'm
Right.
giving you a ticket. So I humbly disagree with this guy. Humbly disagree. Well, actually, I do agree with him, but in reality, nobody thinks.
Roger with the static.
Yeah, Roger's hectic static.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Can't hear you, Rog. When
You know
see
what's-
you talking, can't hear you.
I mean, another thing which I don't get, he says nobody's done calculations. The whole reason we say we see too far is because of the calculations, doofus.
This is the whole reason that we have our argument, or at least with the pictures. With the pictures, at least, not everything else. I'm not saying. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I
no,
mean, you can't just say we see too far if you didn't have calculations to say, listen, yeah, we see too far. The calculations are literally based on the premise of saying, listen, yeah, this is what the calculations say, this is what we see. So therefore, we see too far.
What calculation? He's saying, what calculations do you do? Yours, and it doesn't work. So yeah, dishonest.
Yeah. He's trying to reverse the burden. That's all he's trying to do.
I mean, how can you say that something should happen when you haven't done any kind of maths to be able to tell that that should happen?
Yeah. That's why we go to Walter Bison's Earth Curve Advanced Earth Curve Calculator. And it does all the maths for us.
That's why we use your guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we use their geometry. That's why we use their calculations. Because it's based on their geometric claims.
It's weird how they get mad at their own calculations that they gave us, their own calculators that they gave us. Weird.
But that's why I laugh when they say, oh, you can't choose 8 inches per mile squared because it makes a parabola. It's like,
it's parabolic.
Yeah. It's accurate on your model up to 1,000 miles. When last have we done a 1,000-mile observation?
Ooh.
What cherries
No.
Jeff on about?
I thought it was 1,000 meters, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then play it. But then they would say it's fake. Like Dave said, fake photos.
Mm-hmm.
At best, their argument relies on spinning a tennis ball really fast and then assuming that scales up to the Earth. But it doesn't. You see, with physics, you actually have the ability to calculate what should happen with that tennis ball. If you scale that to what's happening with the Earth, none of the stuff that flat earthers say should happen.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is...
Thank you for interrupting.
Who are these flat earthers anyway? Who are these dummies that they're talking about? They're never right about what they say. Like, why are they always wrong?
That's like that photo of the globy photo of them zooming in on a basketball and showing it's flat. This is so bad.
Yeah, it's like the little bumpies. We don't see any bumps, do you? Well, that's completely flat when you get close to it. Yeah, sure it is. Not even a soccer ball.
I mean, look at what they usually do. It's like the water curves, little curves, you know, and it's like, okay, where do we see curving water? Oh no, Earth's too large to see it curving. Okay. You want to claim it curves, but Earth's too large to see it.
Video's buffering?
Or feel it. And if it's scaled up, dude, it would be twice as bad because more water would mean more action, more problems, more chaos. Scaling it up would make it bigger, not smaller. It wouldn't make it smaller amount of truth. It would be bigger. Because if you took a little bit of gravity and you sucked water in another direction, what happens then? Well, then all the water goes that way. What happened? Well, then that causes chaos. But no, that can't happen because gravity knows exactly where to pull.
Yeah.
Just how much? Sure, they do.
It's got intellect, it's gravity, yeah.
Yeah.
And all going to the center of this imaginary place that no one has ever seen.
The reason is because they haven't done any kind of calculations to check. It's all just based on vibes. I feel like it should happen, so therefore, this should happen. Except just feeling a certain way about something isn't a good way to check what actually matches reality.
Wow. That statement is literally him looking in the mirror.
Yep. That is projection if I've ever seen it.
Sorry, Planet Walk, but sorry to say, but that's literally projection, man.
I don't think we even have to argue with people that are this silly. I mean,
wow.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, shut it down.
Wow.
But another part of it is that even if they were right about it, it doesn't demonstrate that the Earth is flat at all. That is because...
Yes, it does. If you're right that your geometry failed, it shows it's flat. There can only be, how can I put it? You either have positive or negative poles. You either have dark or light. You either have flat or globe. If it's shown not to be a globe, it means it's flat. If it's shown not to be dark, it's shown to be light. It's shown not to be a positive, it's shown to be a negative.
I think this guy likes
Oh,
to
it
deny
works.
reality. I mean, to be fair, we're arguing with a guy who denies reality on a daily basis, even with himself.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. We're getting through this video very quickly, by the way.
I know the Globies use this quote on us, but it's hard to argue with a moron. Or someone who thinks they're correct, right? Or I'm not sure how the quote goes, but
no, I agree.
Yeah.
All their argument does is try to criticize something that they don't agree with. That is essentially flat Earth. They don't try to show that the Earth is flat, they try to make as many arguments as they can against the globe.
But because you guys make the claims.
Mm-hmm.
You make
and this
a
is
claim.
the thing that, yeah, when it gets into an argument, this is the exact opposite. Instead of us bringing a bunch of things, we bring one thing, and then they say, what about solar eclipses? What about Coriolis effect, Foucault's pendulum, whatever it may be?
Yeah. So, what replaces gravity? You know, what do you have?
This is the time when you bring up an unrelated subject and you say, okay, we have this video that we want to show you. We don't know what it is, but we want you to look at it and tell us what you think about it. And then everybody goes and watches the video, and everybody writes down what they think's happening in the video. Then you compare it. And you say, okay, well, what shape did you see? How long did it look? Where did it appear to be hovering? You know, blah blah blah. Right? You would ask these questions, and I think that everybody in the room should come up with mostly the same answers, right? The same things, right? You're going to see, like, if you're looking at a picture of a moon, right? You're going to say, okay, it looks like the moon. It's bright, you know, it looks full or whatever. You're going to have all these things that you're going to say about it. You're not going to say, well, it looks flat or it looks like a ball or no. You're just going to say what you see on the paper, right? That's what I mean about genuinity. Yeah. It's like they're not being genuine at all. This guy's not genuine at all. He's literally reading a script. That's why he has this dumb look on his face. He's reading a script from a prompter, which you wouldn't think he would have a prompter in a room with just a keyboard and some stuffed animals, right? But
when I was watching this back, I was watching it in slow-mo and pausing it. I was seeing his eyes like look at the screen and then go back to look at it. It was so funny. This guy's actually reading the script. Oh God, he's right about that.
And you know, like McToon and all these guys that we deal with, they usually have a bug in their ear, like a mic. And I've noticed that McToon, anytime he debates anybody, he's always got that mic in his ear, and it's usually one of those. You know, it's like it's from his cell phone, and he's got someone telling him in his ear what to say, and that way he doesn't have to.
Of course, so you can hear them and one hear you and them. Of course, you know.
Either that, or his boss, whoever he works for, is telling him, "This is what you can say." This
Absolutely.
Is what you can't say, right? So yeah, I don't trust him. So, I don't even take him seriously. This guy, I was taking him seriously at first, but now obviously I'm not.
Never.
Yeah.
But back to the argument with. You guys don't bring anything flat Earth, you just want to debunk globe. It seems to me like he's crying about, oh, you're taking my globe away because you're actually defending against my positive claims. It's simple. If they come and they say, listen here, Earth's a globe, there's physical curve, and we say, okay, let's go out and see if there's physical curve. And we say, but hang on, this isn't physical curve, here's the reasons. This isn't saying you're not presenting for a flat Earth. It's you made a claim. We're just showing you why your claim is false. And the antithesis of that means it's flat.
Yeah, and he said it's weird because he even said in the beginning that this goes for young Earth creationism too. So everything that you said, right, yeah, this is. So this isn't an argument. This is for his fans, to eat up.
Yeah, so when you fight, oh Roger, you still got a lot of static, man. So when we just rebut their positive claims, then in other words, we are just, I don't know, not defending a flat Earth. We're not bringing up anything for flat Earth, which is just an idiotic way of looking at things.
Luca.
Luca in the house.
We got. I wish them to
Oh,
come.
Roger's back. Okay.
How you doing, Luch?
Hey, Luca.
All right, this is good. Since we just finished that. Now let's continue.
Yeah, let's go.
Positive energy.
Let's ask Luca before you play. Have you been watching the show, Luca? Have you been listening to the show?
I just got here. So
Luca. Okay, tell me, when you look at the picture that's up here, right here, does that look like a dude or a woman? Honestly. Answer the question.
It's
Seriously.
a guy. Come on, you can.
What do you think?
Don't get mad.
I know who.
I'm just curious what you think.
Planet Walk it is.
Dang it.
Come on.
He's a Globy.
Come on, Luca.
But
come on, bro.
Yeah, he did come out as a girl.
If you didn't hear his voice, would you if you heard his voice and you never saw a picture of him, and then you saw that picture, would you believe it right off the bat? You probably wouldn't, right? You'd be like, that's not him. Come on. He doesn't sound like that,
See,
right?
Luca, Ryan thinks he looks like a girl.
You agree with me, right?
Ryan thinks he looks like a girl. We say no, it looks like a guy still.
He can't disguise that guy.
In other words, Ryan says he doesn't need to put makeup on. We say he does.
Hey, he needs it. If he's going to play the girl, he needs some rouge.
Now, I did not say he didn't need makeup. I didn't say that. I just said when I first saw the picture, when I first came up and I saw the picture of him before you played the voice, I just thought it was a girl. I thought it was going to be a girl's voice. And when you played it, and I didn't look at the face. I was looking away and I was listening. And I was like, who's this kid, right? And then I look over and I seen this body talking. I'm like, hold on a second. I had to take a double. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you that's what I initially thought it was a girl. But
a lot of them
assume
assume
maybe I'm being
that if they can show that the Earth is not a globe or that something is false about the globe, then that automatically must mean that the Earth is flat, when it doesn't. It could be that the Earth is a cylinder and that we're all wrong. That would...
No, if you debunk curve, then there's no cylinder.
No one... I said this earlier. No one tries to go for concave, triangle. It's always flat, right? So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Leaning one way, leaning the other. Because some people believe it's an oblate spheroid, but no one's going to debunk Neil deGrasse Tyson that says it's a pear.
Exactly.
Right? So, it just seems like biased, right?
How does gravity work on a pear?
Exactly.
The seeds in the middle are magnetic, pulling everything to the center.
Because
the center of the pear.
It's pear matter.
I was told that was part of gravity. That we were magnetized to the core of the Earth. That was gravity for me when I was in primary school. I was taught that. Absolutely taught that.
That the core was magnetic.
That we were magnetized to the core.
I got kicked out of class.
I'm missing the main point here, guys. The guy's video is 10.5 minutes long for something he's saying Flat Earth is not serious, and then trying to argue against Flat Earth for 10 minutes long.
Without any evidence, right? Exactly.
I mean, if you think something's not serious and you want to make a video about it to say it's not serious, this would be the video I would make quickly. Hi guys, I have something to tell you. This subject is not serious, so don't take it serious. That's the video. Thank you.
Good night.
It's that time.
Hey, Flash, I can't wait for your documentary to come out. It's going to be a good one, ain't it?
I can't wait for the second. I can't wait for number 2.
I can't wait for another Flat Earth documentary to come out. After Level With Me, if they're gonna make another one.
You're very low, Rich. You're very low. You're very low.
Yeah. Oh. And you actually watched the documentary Level With Me?
How's it now?
That's better.
That sounds a bit bad.
Okay. I was just saying how.
No.
But,
no, you're going back.
Okay, let's get on with the video.
All right.
Actually explain a lot more than Flat Earth does. And I find that the same goes for young Earth creationists as well. They seem to assume that if they can show that evolution is false, then everything must have been created.
What is that? Wait, he said that there's lots of things. Well, what are they? What are they?
So
He
wind it
didn't
a bit
say what they
again.
are. Did he say there's lots of things?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said there's
Such
lots
as-
of
Which
things.
he just,
but he's
I
not going
didn't
to say
give
anything.
those reasons for those lots of things.
Yeah, the problem is when I bring up these hypotheticals, concave, hollow, it's only hypotheticals because no one knows these guys' arguments.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But I'm gonna now, because it's interesting what he just said about creationism again. I don't know what he's got against creationism, by the way.
They seem to assume that if they can show that evolution is false, then everything must have been created.
Nope.
They seem to not consider that
That is also false. That's exactly what I'm saying. Tell me, I'm going to give an argument, just like we just made earlier, without even bringing the word evolution into it. Okay? Everything we observe in reality has some sort of creation mechanism behind it.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. Okay.
Can't.
Did I say anything about evolution?
Absolutely not.
Would that entail evolution to be false?
No.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
would? Oh, yeah, you're right. Think about it.
Because evolution requires no creation. Not actually, because I've seen a lot of even like inspiring philosophy, Nate. He believes in evolution, which is weird.
It brings up Ken,
I have a
it
book
brings
for
up
it.
Ken Hovind to
There's a
me.
few Christians out there that do believe in evolutionary creationism. So they believe God created evolution.
Yeah.
So that's really a weird stand to take, I would say. And I don't think it comports with the Bible, to be honest. But
No.
but
That's what I was
even
going to say. Read Genesis, it doesn't say.
I mean,
But
the
even-
oldest old creationist I know that can like prove it biblically would be like 10,000 years old. Even like what he says billions. There's no way that you can actually.
verify.
Again, he would have to do the thing because I don't know if he obviously probably doesn't believe in the flat Earth too, but
Only time travel
he
makes
doesn't
that
need to
possible.
talk about it,
For
but
you
he
to
also
know for
probably
sure.
thinks allegorical 6K Earth as well.
Who? Kent
Huh?
Hovind?
Yeah, Ken Hovind's.
Yeah, Kent Hovind believes in creation, but he doesn't believe in flat Earth. Yeah.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about inspiring philosophy.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were on about Kent Hovind. Right, got you.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're right though,
Just look
PJ.
at
You're right.
man.
Hovind is who helped me figure out
Yeah.
that the Earth. Well, he didn't help me figure out the Earth wasn't flat, but he helped me figure out that there was evidence that evolution wasn't true, and I didn't know that. And I actually I've got all kinds of stuff that wasn't necessarily he wrote, but I mean it's stuff that he talked about where he got his information. I've read a lot of books about it.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
telling you,
good at
evolution is garbage. There's a few things in there that are valid. You know, like things do evolve in small ways. Like there's, like microevolution. Things do change, like bugs will change the color or the design on their leaves or on their backs or whatever. That kind of thing does exist, but that's changes over, based on life and death thing. They're talking about this thing where something ultimately just decided to make an eyeball to see something, even though it never even thought of an eyeball, right? It just doesn't make logical sense, man. It's
But I
there's just
just
no,
want to say
Yeah.
you know
thank
what I
you,
mean?
Lasonic, for your $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. And I agree with this. Flat Earth is disputed so hard because once the globe is falsified, the other lies falls like dominoes. Definitely, that is such a true statement. Thank you, Lasonic, for your $5 super chat. You rock! Woo! Appreciate all the support. But yeah, I think that's why they fight Flat Earth so much. Think about it. If it comes out that the world's flat, do you think that there's not going to be chaos for all these people that believed all this nonsense?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think this is what a lot of globies don't understand. That flat Earth, it isn't necessarily, obviously what we live on is okay. We already have the science, right? Aircrafts, we fly it like it's flat. So we don't really care about, it's about the lie in the end, right? Because if they're lying about that, they're lying about it. And it's.
Ask yourself this: did anybody throw a fit whenever Einstein came along and threw away some of those old theories and changed it to what is it now, like bending of space time? Did anybody cry about it then? No, I don't think so. So I doubt highly anybody's going to really notice.
I think the only ones that really,
I mean, they'll hush
I
hush
think
it.
the only ones that really take
You know what I mean?
offense of it are like the anti-flat earthers, because they have a very They are what we would call the cultists.
They've got an
They're what
investment.
we would
Yeah.
call the cultists. They're very fanatical for their
Yeah.
globe.
Yeah,
You know what I
very
mean?
much.
So it would be very detrimental to their belief system.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. They need to perpetuate. They need to keep it going even for the livelihood with some of them. You know, so yeah, they've got to carry on lying about it, whether it comes out or not completely out. You know what I mean? Like it gets proven that everybody knows. They'll still try to perpetuate it somehow. You know.
I think space is the
They might-
reality science fiction that they want. Go ahead.
Aye.
The other possibility, so they spend most of their time attacking evolution
Well, I
rather
see on TikTok, good to see you, Sky, by the way, says people would attack NASA wanting their money back. The thing is, they wouldn't be able to do that because it's tax money. So they'll still get away with it because it was tax money.
Because it's business money. So yeah, they can do whatever they want. Yeah.
Yep.
than showing the viability of creation. But here's the thing. There is something that does very much condemn Flat Earth. And that is the fact that they need to lie. There are several instances out there of Flat Earthers either lying or misrepresenting what they are showing.
I think he's looking in the mirror again. You just have to say that with like an FTFE or McToon voice. But is he going to bring up? Is he going to actually bring up any arguments to make his case, or is he just going to do what he's been doing the whole night, just make statements and leave it at that?
This is what I've seen, and this is what I think is happening. The new arguments from Globies. I don't know what to call them, man. From Globies. Yeah, from what the already arguments given when Flat Earth popped off on YouTube and social media and such. Now their arguments, they realize that they can't actually argue, so it's grave dismissal all the time. Like they literally have to say that we're lying about the whole thing, and we're like we can see that in the Flatline documentary, the Whitsitt versus Dave debate, and apparently this video now. I don't know what's coming.
Exactly.
It seems like it's their new approach to just say no instead of arguing.
Exactly. What's up, Jim Bob?
Hey guys, how you doing, Platzoid?
Good. Have you been listening in? Okay. Let's go.
Talking to you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I don't know about my connection's bad.
No stress, man.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm going to work. I'll see you later. I'll be listening.
Thanks for coming, man.
Oh, no problem. And I'll try to make the chaos less. All right, bye.
You rock, Roger.
Good luck with that,
too,
but
sir.
thanks.
Cheers.
Out where they took a photo from, or lying about something that they say that NASA made. If you were correct in your position, then there'd be no need to lie or misrepresent anything. You could just state the truth. Instead, I see flat earthers continuously showing the same images which have been shown to be misrepresentations. It really seems like they don't.
Like when they show the spinning flying space pizza.
The only one he showed was the Mars, Greenland, and yeah, you've been shown that one is fake. You can admit that one. David Weiss kind of was dishonest with that one. He really is pickpocket. He really is a cherry pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna actually ask you a question. Any Glober I've ever spoken to on here, has any of them gone and specifically said, this is the Hebrew cosmology, which us flat earthers would say? Okay, specifically because you obviously get some people that believe in different type of, but I think the Hebrew cosmology explains the flat earth the best. Okay. Why is it they always come and say it's a spinning space pizza?
Always.
Even after we say that's not what we say.
So they can have a
Has
big
anybody
argument.
actually come and shown the Hebrew cosmology and say, okay, let's go through the Hebrew cosmology and debunk it?
I don't know
I'll
if
tell you
people
what I
actually
get.
take the time to do that.
I'll tell you what I get shown. I say flat
We
Earth.
do it all the time, don't we? We talk about it all the time, but I don't know if everybody else does.
I don't think Globers do though. Like they don't give it enough credit to be able to actually just look at all
Well, of
the
course
facts
not,
and
because
look at
if
the
they can
history.
argue with something that's not our argument, then they could just say, "Oh, well, I didn't know," and then the whole argument has to be done over. See, and they have an excuse.
But they do know,
It's
that's
just
the
it's
issue.
the plausible deniability bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, what is it when you try to make it sound ridiculous to try to deflect from what it is? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
And I'm sure. So
That's
that's
just
what
straw
they
man.
say. Like, if you're saying some, you're yeah. So you're saying it's something ridiculous so that you can deflect it to get people to stop thinking about it in a certain way.
Let's be fair.
Honestly,
yeah,
I'm not much of a debater, but
Jim Bob.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure
Jim
somebody.
Bob is. Sorry, Jim Bob is right. It is kind of deceived. Even when you search up flat Earth, what do you see first? All the videos. You never find anything like. You know what
Professor
you
Dave.
see.
You find
Even the
Professor Dave.
no, and the thing is that it's funny because you can even look. It's the same videos that they've had since the inception. Literally, like that one documentary about flat earthers, and then the Sydney to Santiago video. It's literally the exact same videos that they impose. So yeah, it is deceiving.
And it's hard for.
Yeah, Globers actually do have plausible deniability because they can actually be deceived by what is out there because they don't get our side of the, flat Earth, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say thank you, Roger Dale, for your $2, which I says
That's
for
not
all
genuine,
my
right?
great fans. Thank you, Roger. You rock, man. Really
No, because
appreciate
if they were
Well, I'm
genuine,
sorry.
they
Look,
would.
go ahead.
Yeah, if they were genuine, they would have done what most of us did and actually gone in, right? Gone further. So, yeah.
Most people don't do that much of an investigation though. It's like when Flat Earth was popular years ago on YouTube and it kept feeding you stuff. Like after they censored started censoring it, you can't find anything on YouTube, and most people don't do a deep dive. Like they'll look at the first article that comes up, or they'll look at the first Wikipedia article, and that's as much research as they're gonna do. Like people don't do a deep dive, and if you don't know specifically what you're looking for with Flat Earth, or if you don't know how to do any type of research, you're not gonna find things straight away. Like it's gonna take some effort on your part, but a lot of people, especially the globe people that aren't trying to disprove it, they don't look very far. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, because it is also a preconception in their head that it's just stupid from the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't care about that for people that say that they believe in the truth. If you say that you're just trying to show the truth to everyone and you want to be taken seriously, then if you show something that can be shown to be untrue, acknowledge it. If you don't acknowledge it, then that just shows that you don't really care about truth. It's not truth that you're interested in. It seems closer to just telling people what they want to hear rather than an earnest search for what is true. And
All right, I'm saying he's mentally ill, bro. He's not making any sense. He's talking around in circles. He's saying the opposite thing, then he's saying the opposite thing again. It's like, when's he going to stop flipping back and forth?
The whole video literally just comes with one word to mind every time he talks about something: projection.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
There's always a lot of projection with them. It's always their insecurities and their type of things. Try to cast it onto a blooming flat Earth model, like the gravity. You know what I mean? Try to put their type of physics, their skew with fantasy physics onto a flat Earth. You know what I mean?
And nowadays they're able to
gaslighters.
Yeah, and nowadays they're able to speak in front of a camera and have their feelings validated, thought by. I don't know how many subscribers does this Transformer have?
Transformer. He has 42.7.
Oh, that meets the eye.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So
I got a question though based on that. Do you think his content is better than, for instance, my content?
Definitely not.
No. I mean,
no.
You know what? I feel as if it is some kind of it is the algorithm in some sense, because this guy cuts his videos, does his stuff. Obviously, you have a bunch of VODs up that are long and stuff. The content inside of itself, yes, it is better. That's why, and it of course is controversial. That's why it's pushed less. But his videos are more hyper intensive, 10 minutes cute, furry, little like, nice visuals, nice audio. He has the Zoomer, my brain, like my generation, my people. Listen, like would probably watch this guy and be like, yeah, I can watch this. But your videos, they wouldn't even last 5 minutes because they would start hearing
The attention
Roger.
span.
And
Young
that's
people
so
don't have attention span like they used to, man.
perception is like people are having to look at this disgusting creature. Like if I went to school with this thing, I would kick its ass like straight away. Like this is unacceptable. Like and now the society this is so sad that they're pushing this on society. Like this is so bad that like this creature can have influence on people's minds. Like I try to be calm with it.
But this is the thing. Oh wow, crackling up. Mute yourself.
Dude, that's crazy. Might have
Yeah,
to
mute, bro. That's no.
Thank you. But we have to understand, even with Flattoy now being on TikTok, now with Flattoy being on TikTok, Chinese spyware, he's not going to get pushed because they push prank content. They push if Flatzoid, if your TikToks were actually in China, they would promote your flat Earth videos because they realize it's informative content, like they do with violin dancing. They want people to be smarter, and that it is just social conditioning that makes this person more popular than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, he does get pushed more.
This guy's in the
Roger
ISS.
Little, thank you very much for your $2 super chat. It says, this is not the popularity content. Truth is truth. Exactly. It's all about the truth. That's exactly that. Thank you, Roger. You rock, man. Really appreciate all the support.
Have you not noticed?
Just.
You're joking.
Nope. I've only just noticed Vicky's in the chat. That's all.
Better watch out.
I have seen young Earth creationists do this as well, where they'll misrepresent something like all the water in the Earth's crust and say, see, this means that there could have been a global flood. And when you tell them a lot of that water cannot move freely because it is in ringwoodite, they don't seem to care for some reason. But
or why don't you talk to like us young Earth creationists that know where the water came from, instead of the young Earth creationists that's still trying to fit the globe worldview, and that's why it doesn't fit.
Yeah, the problem
because
is
we know where the water came from.
Their worldview is built on misconception after misconception of what we believe, so they can continue to be misinformed but still give arguments when they haven't heard good arguments, right? So I mean, but obviously with this they have, and it's just it's dishonest.
Yeah, I mean, what does he expect if he's going to a globe believer to talk about where the waters came from? There's only so much they can do. But when you go to what the Bible actually says, where the waters came from, guess what, Planet Walk? You'll get the actual answer. The waters below and the waters above, like the Bible says. And that's how it was creation. Created says so. Not a globe, flat earth. No beating around the bush, that's just literally how it worked. Note that on a globe, you wouldn't have the means to have a global flood because you don't have enough water for this to happen. So that's one of the arguments I definitely do bring up to globe-believing Christians if they want to argue flood. They're like, but it doesn't work.
there is an area where flat earthers have young earth creationists beat. And that's not a good thing for flat earthers. You see, recently there has been an attempt to try and end the entire...
So he says that with flat earthers have young creationists beat, but that's not good for flat earth. What?
Why can't you be both? Isn't that what we all, ancient civilizations was?
Yeah.
Right. They didn't have an estimation as we did now, but they thought, creation and flat. So this is a null argument.
Yeah, it's just... I think he's just rambling, to be honest. He's trying to make time up on his video. Saying anything he can.
a flat earth debate with an experiment. You see, the idea is that a flat earther and a globe earther go down to Antarctica and see if they can see the sun for 24 hours. Now, they'll be there for more than 24 hours, but the idea is if there is a 24-hour sun, then that puts a huge dent in flat earth. Now, flat earthers have already...
No.
More misrepresentation.
It doesn't. I'm going to say it again. The only one it puts a dent in, if you see it or not, is the globe. You the guys that make the claim for a 24-hour sun. Flat Earth doesn't make a claim if the sun, what it is, where it is, anything. It's not hard to understand. This is literally a false dichotomy.
The thing is, they will say, like he said it's you can't do an experiment. They'll never do an experiment to argue, but I mean, even they won't do an experiment. I've had people be like, "What if I set up a Foucault's pendulum?" And I said, "Go ahead, do it." And they said, "Well, it's already in museums. They already got ones in museums." And I'm like, "Those are power." Anyways, yeah, it's
under attached to the earth.
Yeah.
It's.
But I mean, it's everything that they have is unverifiable nonsense. But they want to claim, they want to act like it is.
I mean, in a debate, what experiments are you doing on hand besides what you do with like perspective, I guess?
Yeah.
Which also, this is something we should have shown. This is my right hand. Put up your right hand.
Oh.
We're facing different directions.
Yeah, mirroring. Exactly. There we go. That's Star Trails, guys. Star Trails debunked. It can only work on a globe.
Yeah, what does society come to when we...
Sorry, guys.
I was just saying, what does society come to when we have this thing as like an influencer on the minds of other young, impressionable people? It's like very disturbing.
That's it, Jim.
Oh, Jim Bob, I asked a question earlier before you came.
All right.
What is your thoughts on the schools in Louisiana putting all the 10 Commandments in all the classrooms?
I just heard that when you asked it earlier when I was listening on YouTube.
Yeah.
I heard. I didn't. I don't know enough about it yet, but I think that would be great. If like you can put the 10 Commandments in the Bible back in the schools, that would be a blessing.
I mean, it was there before.
Yeah.
But my issue is the same people that's fighting against it, saying it's unfair, are the same people trying to push this nonsense onto children.
Exactly.
It's okay for them to push nonsense, but it's not okay to have things that were there before for generations.
Right. Yeah, it's okay to push this stuff on kids, but it's not okay to say don't steal, don't kill. Like, you know, so it's like, yeah, there's definitely an agenda with like principalities and powers trying to do this stuff because like they claim equality when they want to have like the Church of Satan or like a Baphomet put up somewhere. But at the same time, they scream and yell if you want to put something about God because it goes against. So like they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites.
The hypocrites. Yeah. Roger for another $2 which says refracting right hand. It's not really there. Still waiting for Craig's refracted hand demonstration, by the way, guys. He's been promising me for what? Almost 3 years now. 2-3 years.
About 2 years, I think.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Roger. You rock.
Already started trying to discredit this. They've said, oh, well, you're not going to the South Pole, so therefore it's invalid. There have been people putting their hands up saying, I'll go, and then they reach out to Will, and then Will tells them, sweet, you can go, but you will need $30,000. And then they claim that because they're not allowed to go...
$35,000 US dollars, by the way. He's from New Zealand, so your 30,000 New Zealand dollars won't work, just to let you know.
You know, someone that no one's ever heard of before, they claim that Will is lying. I mean, I would like a free trip to Antarctica, but I can't expect Will to fork out another $30,000 just so I can go. There is absolutely a process to these kinds of things. But then there's been a bunch of shenanigans with the flat earthers who have been told you can get a free trip to Antarctica. And because of that, I am thinking that maybe it's not just serious people who will not take flat earth seriously. Maybe flat earthers don't even take flat earth serious.
Wow. What a statement. What a statement.
I wonder who wrote this for him.
It's trying to be profound.
Okay. We've been trying to make this very clear. I don't know if I may say it even dumber. It will not debunk a flat Earth, only a globe Earth, because the claims are based only upon the globe. We don't feel the need to go and disprove something that we've never made a claim about. Get it? Why must I go and freeze my tits off with people I don't like just to say, this is what the sun does?
I'm not.
It's
I
not
think
going
the
to change
argument.
anything.
I'm not gonna. I think the argument I'm gonna start using is the same one that they use when we bring up something. It's, well, how could one thing destroy such a perfect full model that explains everything?
Exactly. Oh man, it's insane. But I know this is the hidden agenda that this whole experiment is actually doing. Well, look! All the flat earthers are just dishonest. They're for truth, but they don't want to come and prove it in Antarctica. We don't need to go prove your religious belief. You just moaned in this video that when you give a claim, we debunk your claim and we don't bring anything flat earth. So why do we have to go to your religious belief to prove your religious belief? If you want to go ahead.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with us. We're not insecure about what we know and what we believe. You guys are.
There's something going on with it. Like, it's just a little sketchy and weird. It's
That's
like, you don't need that. It's like, you don't need that for the final, like, the nail in the coffin. Like, this is going to be the end all. Like, you're going to put this thing to rest once you finally get down there with the camera. Like, there's something more to it. I don't know exactly what it is, but...
I can't say anything right now, but I'll just say stay tuned. There's some news gonna come soon about World Duffy and stuff. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just keeping it quiet. Heads up, it's quite big.
No doubt.
All right.
Yeah, but all I can say is, guys,
I don't know.
us flat earthers don't need to care about Antarctica, because we didn't make a claim. We know the truth. You guys are insecure about your truth. Hence why you all want to say, oh, delete my channel if it's shown to be flat. Good on you.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with us. The whole fact they do this shows the obsession with flat earth. If they're willing to give up all their channels for this.
Be interesting to see
You've
what
had flat earthers for years going around the world, going to multiple countries, setting up conventions in multiple countries to try and spread the word that the earth is flat. And now they actually get the opportunity to go to Antarctica, something that, mind you, they've had the opportunity to do all this time, just none of them have bothered to set this up because they'd rather spend their money on setting up conventions. But they get this opportunity.
I doubt it costs like $35,000 to set up a convention, dude. And also they get their money because people pay entrance fees. They usually just get enough money just to pay their venues and stuff. And what's wrong with them having conventions?
I'd like to set up a convention.
Yeah. I'd love to set up a convention in South Africa sometime.
Yeah, I'm in. You say when.
But I mean, what's that got to do with, why don't you go to Antarctica?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
And either they can't go or suddenly there's a bunch of conditions that need to be fulfilled. And because of that, it seems like flat earthers don't take flat earth seriously. And how could any serious person take flat earth seriously when flat earthers don't? If flat earthers ever want flat earth to be taken seriously, they've got a lot of work to do. And I don't think any of them are going to do that. Anyway, that's it for the video. Leave a like and subscribe.
Well, thank you, Planet Walk, for your absolutely
pointless video. Pointless video.
I'm gonna take that creature seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
No rebuttal. No nothing.
It's good.
This is the same thing they do in the mirror, just saying, I am what I am. I am really. I don't want to say it.
It was literally just projection. Same as usual. Yeah, a baller wants his balls cut off. Simple as that.
Literally.
Isn't it mad that they're obsessed about balls, but they can't keep their own?
They don't want to keep their own.
They don't want to keep their own, yeah.
And Catherine, MC, whatever,
She's gone.
it's not unwelcoming.
Yeah, it wasn't unwelcoming, just because we were talking truth.
No, but nobody should say hello, so why would anyone make the effort?
Also, I uploaded, since we're done now, Flatoid, I uploaded that video. Should I send it in the channel so people can subscribe?
I'll first have to comment so I can. You'll first have to comment so I can make you a mod. Then you can put the link.
Comment in YouTube.
It's in YouTube, yeah. Or you can put it here in private, and I can put it over there. So it doesn't matter.
No, I'll just comment. Because there will be times I obviously won't join the panel.
Yeah. I've got General Shadow Jin in TikTok.
Yeah.
This guy's been quite bothering me on TikTok lately, and Flatsoid, he's in Pretoria. Like, no, I don't live in Pretoria. And then it's like, Flatsoid can come and join me in Joburg for an observation. Will he show up? I'm not close to Joburg. But I'm telling him to come in and have a chat here and defend his globe. And what do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah, it's weird. You guys want to bark in the comments, but you don't want to come up here because you know you get muzzled like a dog. I said hello. I said hello.
Yeah. I made you so you can stick the link in.
All right, nice.
Yeah, it's crazy that I think the more that you're you're on a public platform and you're saying all these things, you're definitely triggering a lot of people. I was kind of looking on some YouTube videos the other day on you, Platzoid, and it was there's a couple channels just devoted to talking about you.
I got PJ. How many channels have we come across that literally is just based on my content?
Yeah,
loads, man.
Just talking about how bad you are and trying to debunk you. So be careful. I'll be praying for you. It's you putting yourself out there, by doing all this. So God bless you, because it's not easy to be able to put your neck on the line and say all this stuff, especially when you got so many haters and trolls, and they're just looking for a reason to say something, or looking for you to slip up, or trying to catch you on one of your videos saying something that they can try to use against you. So
but it's usually misrepresentations. That's all they got.
Yeah.
And then they want to Nate subbed as well, man. Liked it, everything.
Me too.
YouTube people do subscribe to him, and he's gonna put some more content up for sure.
By the way, just to let everyone know, it's not gonna be. I honestly think I might do a few things on Flat Earth, but that's not gonna be the main thing. It will be more, I guess, esoteric or whatever you want to call it. And Flatzoid, you need to teach me how to set up these streams, because I would rather do this than record a video. And if I do record a video,
it's easier this way,
if I do record a video, I'm probably gonna do, because it's very easy. I'm gonna go through every degree of Freemasonry and basically.
That'll be awesome.
I'm gonna go through all the rituals and oaths and everything that they do, all the bindings, essentially from the candidate coming in to coming out, and then the show the signs. This will be taken from 3 books, all written by 33rd degree Freemasons, with illustrations, and even sometimes in one of the books there's commentary at the end after the rituals and such that say why would that, because the rituals, they kill people, right? And the commentator says, why would Freemasons be allowed to do this murder and get away with it? And the author said, just like how pharaohs and jesters did when they killed the king. What is the order of the jesters? It's the jesters who got sick and cut off the king's head and became the king.
Yeah, that took his place.
Well, they worship
I was
Lucifer.
going to say, Roger Diddle, thank you for your $5 super chat. Says, this is my work, General. Come on, don't be a punk. I agree. Yeah, General, we're waiting for Roger. You rock. Woohoo. But yeah, I think if you go into the Freemasonry things, it'll really be awesome.
Yeah, because I don't think the whole thing is out there, and if they are, they're in books and they're not illustrated. So they're actually gonna be like acted out. I'm like with voices and such, and it's gonna essentially what I want to do is put the viewer in the position of the candidate.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That Gen dude just left TikTok after I sent him the link and told him to come in. Oh,
No doubt. No doubt.
usual cowardice.
And there's a few other things that I'm gonna do, like infinite plane theory. I'm gonna go because that's really stupid. David Weiss doesn't even know that map that he showed. The other lands aren't actual other lands. They're planets and gods that have like it's the weirdest thing. Like they're astral fake.
Yeah, did you look at the names? You look at the names of this thing. It's crazy.
Land of the Clones, and it's
Land of the Clones.
Yeah, I think I saw Horus, Land of Horus, and like crazy stuff on there. Yeah, I'm not all for extra lands. I do think that there is extra land in Antarctica.
Within what we know, yeah.
But I wouldn't say there's beyond.
Essentially, they even have Brahma in there as a land. And even some of the lands that the person put there, they're just actually stars that NASA says. They literally just put a star and said it's a. Well, anyways, but yeah, these are like astral places, not like physical places. Some of the places you can only access through death and such, right? So, I just want to show how stupid the map is on my channel. But
Yeah, definitely. Actually, that's actually a good way to take. Just look at even flat Earth stuff that you think doesn't agree with and comport, and just show why it's wrong. I mean, it comes from both. Even I've done this many times. Things I don't agree with in the flat Earth, I show, okay, this is why I say it's not right.
Yes.
It'd be. I was gonna start looking into like, you know how like every civilization believed that the Earth was flat.
Like a couple years ago, I was looking at the Chinese and what they believed. And I think they believed that the Earth was round with 4 corners. And it wasn't until the Jesuits had showed up and they say, look, here's the globe. Like, so like they, weasel their way into like government and influencing like, the emperors or whoever. But so like for thousands of years, they always knew that the Earth was flat with 4 corners, and like the Mayans. So it'd be interesting to kind of go through each different civilization and look at their map and look at what they believed and just kind of, just get a quick idea of all these ancient civilizations. But even the Hebrew cosmology, it was and they have tons of good videos on that. Like, they always knew that the Earth was flat. So people try to come out and say,
but all ancient cosmologies, they do show it to be flat.
But speaking of the Chinese, the Buddhists are usually the ones that we get not only from the Bible about Jesus on the highest mountain looking around the earth. We see that as Mount Mir, which you probably heard of this flatoid, which is the mountain in the middle of the North Pole, right? The magnetic.
They call that Black Rock.
Yeah, Black Rock. Yeah, Black Rock. It's called Mount Mir for the Asians, though. That's because you were talking about different cosmologies. Nordics think the middle was a tree, right? And then that's actually where the Buddha sit. He sat under the tree in the middle of the earth.
Yeah.
Something. Anyways.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This was a good video, though. I like that. It was stupid, but it was good.
Well, it seems like there's going to be a whole lot more of those kind of like coming out of the woodworks. I think maybe it's now like going to be trending to like kind of just credit flat earthers or something. I don't know. It's like
Brian Jimbob sounds that way because he's actually driving, and he's probably got some bad reception again.
Oh, is it bad?
Yeah.
No.
Sounds like you're underwater. You sound like you in Star Wars.
Cylon.
Sound like the little thing from Doctor Who.
I just got good news. Just heard today that there's astronauts stranded somewhere in space.
Really?
Yeah. That was. I didn't. Somebody I work with just told me that they heard there were like 4 or 5 astronauts stranded either on the space station or somewhere in between, and they only have 45 days to live if they don't make it back.
Nice.
I saw something like that. They said they couldn't dock or something.
Yeah.
Couldn't dock.
The drama continues.
I think he said they're trying to dock with Uranus.
I just had to say that I got to go back. right, later, guys.
There's
Bye. Man, thanks for coming.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll quickly
Thanks,
shut up.
Factoid. Appreciate everything.
Yeah, NASA itself is kind of like weird.
Astronauts
NASA astronauts.
stranded in space due to multiple issues with Boeing's.
Wait, what? Second?
Oh, broke up. Okay. Astronauts stand in space due to multiple issues with Boeing's Starliner and the window return to the. Is it not showing?
Yeah, it's showing now.
Okay, that's weird. Okay. So it says NASA and Boeing engineers are troubleshooting various faults in Starliner spacecraft, but with only 45 days of docking time available, the window for return is closing. 2 NASA astronauts who rode to orbit on Boeing Starliner are currently stranded in space aboard the International Space Station, ISS. After engineers discovered numerous issues with Boeing spacecraft, teams on the ground are now racing to assess Starliner status. Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams were originally scheduled to return to Earth on June 13 after a week on the ISS, but their stay has been extended for the second time due to the ongoing issues. The astronauts will now return home no sooner than June 26, according to NASA. After years of delays, Boeing Starliner capsule successfully blasted off on its inaugural crewed flight from Florida's Cape Canaveral Space Force Station at 10 to whatever. And a 25-hour flight, engineers discovered 5 sets of helium leaks to the spacecraft's thruster system. Now, to give engineers time to troubleshoot the faults, NASA has announced it will push back the perilous return flight, extending the crew's stay on the space station to at least 3 weeks. So they're on the ISS, guys, and that's apparently now stranded.
Man.
nice.
So when you go to ISS, guys, you get stranded. Did you hear that?
Hopefully.
See how they get out of this one. Let's see how they get out of this one, huh?
Hopefully they have enough oxygen bubbles up there.
Houston, we have a problem again.
Wouldn't it be funny if they actually have someone going somewhere and they actually see these people on holiday somewhere?
You know?
And they're like, hang on, aren't these supposed to be the astronauts that's supposed to be on the ISS? What are they doing here?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say something. Never mind. Yeah. Pretty weird that. You know, I have nothing to say, man. It's been going for like an hour now. That video hurt my brain. It was just reification, dishonesty. And I realized that, let's be honest, even like I thought that debating flat Earth was hard. I realized it's the same 20 arguments. It's the same 20 questions.
Doesn't change.
It is.
Man. Yeah.
Zoomies. Who's Zoomies? Hello, Zoomies. How are you?
Zoomies.
That's got to be Al. No? Zoomies.
Hello, Zoomies. Right.
Cookies and Zoomies.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Mr. Chiswick, they did have a hole in the ISS a few years back. And they used, duct tape and toothpaste to fix it or something.
Yeah.
Duct tape. He stuck his finger over it and held it while they went and got the duct tape. Yeah.
Dried porridge.
Okay. Zoomies left, whoever that was.
Yeah, and I thought that was
Also me.
gonna come in.
Oh, he's back. Hello, Zoomies. Are you having issues with your mic?
Are you having issues in general? This is not an
Having
argument.
issues with your voice recorder.
Reality is.
PJ, I was gonna join your stream at what was it? It was like
Postponed it, yeah.
Yeah, postponed it because Vicky. I'll definitely do one tomorrow though because she's a bit better now. So, I'll probably do 2 tomorrow, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, because that's 2 days I've missed now. I haven't missed 2 days in a while. Yeah, so yeah, I'll do one definitely tomorrow. So from about 8 o'clock, it's about 10 hours from now, and then again.
It'd be 12 noon. It'd be 12 midnight Pacific if you're over here in the United States.
Yeah. That's why I was gonna join the second one because the first one was at like 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it'll be 2 anyway, so the second one will be more your time.
Zoomies, are you trying to?
I could usually do midnight, but yeah, 3 in the morning is a little bit late.
Man, I want to wrap it up right here. The stream's still going. Zoomies, hello?
Hello. Yeah, he's not saying anything. And I'm very skeptical when someone comes in, they don't really do anything. I mean, you can at least type in the chat, yeah.
Wait, yeah, why don't you just let random people up? What if this guy just flashed anything?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like holding my mouse here at if I need to just take him off straight away, whoever this is. But I mean, Zoomies, sorry, I'm going to give you like a minute to say if you're able to chat, at least go type in private chat if you just have an issue with mic or something. Otherwise, we're going to have to let you go off because we can't really take chances because you do get weird people. Oh, and he's left.
Amazing.
I wonder how that happened.
Because you do really get weird sick people that try and do some sick stuff. But that is how not serious flat earth is, guys, that you get globies to come in and do stuff like that. I mean, I've even had people hack my account. That they literally...
Yeah, they did.
I almost lost my channel. That's how unserious flat earth is. I've had death threats from anti-flat earthers. That's how unserious flat earth is. I get people blackmailing me and being proud of it. That's how unserious flat earth is.
Yep.
Thank you, Roger Ledwell, for your $2 super chat. He says, stay tuned. Woohoo! You rock, man. Now, I think if Flat Earth wasn't so serious, you wouldn't have so much people trying to be invested into debunking it. You wouldn't have so much famous people making videos about it.
Sure.
If it wasn't serious.
True.
This final experiment wouldn't need to be done.
Oh, well, it
exactly.
doesn't need to be done. It doesn't make a difference to us. That's all. But they've got to use it to their advantage, without a doubt, like they do everything else. But I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, no.
Mike, do you have a channel? He says, I make a video on this shit. Says Mike has a channel. That'll be quite cool.
Wait, Mike's gonna make a video on what? Oh, is he? I'm pretty sure he's a Glober. I've seen him in chat, right?
Is Mike's a Glober?
Yeah. I don't know if this guy is informed.
Going to his channel. I'm going to quickly check it out.
Links in chat.
I'm going to subscribe. Cyberpunk. He's got a video a month ago. Most of these things are just like cyberpunk stuff. So.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, I subscribed anyway in case he does bring a video out for it.
No, he's not a Glober.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering because he said I was gonna make a video on this shit. I was like, because to be fair, I've never seen anyone make like a video on what you do now. It's kind of like all the videos I've seen of debunking or like, oh, you've been here for a while, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I've had my channel since 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, because I've been coming to you since before you did live streams when you were just doing videos. About 2020, I think I started with Channel 5.
It's a crazy thing, man. Yeah, 2019 was 5 years ago. How was that even possible?
You were
still being thought about.
You were still contemplating, should I climb this tree and jump off it with an umbrella?
Hi. I've done that.
I did that. I used to climb on the roof of the house and try and jump off onto a mattress or something.
The umbrella always used to turn the other way around, turn the inside out. what happened for me.
Terrible. Now, you stay home and have to debunk these idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your guys' closing statements for this, and then
Well done, Planner. What? Well done.
I've said enough.
Refuting the flat Earth, Planner. You did well as always, Planner. Refuting the flat Earth, debunking it. Absolutely pointless video, I find. Just full of the same stuff. Just full of the same stuff. You know, just try to get us to believe in them. It's the ultimate gaslight, isn't it? It's the ultimate gaslight. Not much you can't say about a Planner, to be honest. It's the same stuff.
Okay, Zumi says he had mic issues. Let's quickly see. Hello, Zumis.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Hi, sorry man, I had mic permission issues on the phone.
No stress.
I just would like to go back to your statements about the final experiment and what is expected there. What is your view on what you would expect in that area of the globe or on the flat or whatever you want to call it?
What do you mean? What will I expect?
So you've got a very
will I see the sun for 24 hours, or what it said? Is that what you're asking?
No, what I'm asking is, you've got a good understanding of how you think and how you perceive the world to be. You perceive it to be flat. You perceive it to be, obviously not moving around and so on and so forth. Which means that you should have an idea of what to expect to go so far south below the 66 degrees. I mean, what would you think to see, not just about the sun, but I mean, what do you expect to be there?
I think you would see 24-hour daylight, but not the sun for 24 hours itself. Because I do think the sun would give internal reflection on the firmament.
Yeah, this is the
But
argument.
would you then expect to have reflection all over the flat?
Sorry?
You should then see reflection wherever you are.
No. Why would you do that? If you're too far away, how would you see a reflection on something?
No, but I mean, if you see reflection, if you're on that area of the world, why wouldn't you see reflection if you're standing on the equator?
Because you're too far away.
The sun can still go ahead.
Yeah, but how can I explain this?
Like the actual reflection off the firmament? Because you would have to be. Was he talking
closer
about?
to it? Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to be closer. You would have to be past the 60-degree line, right?
Yeah.
No, but why would you see reflection? Well, if you do see reflection, you would see reflection in other areas as well. I mean, why wouldn't you see reflection anywhere?
No, because we're not at the actual firmament. If we were at the actual firmament, like I understand what you're saying, even your sides, the firmament is obviously way bigger. It just wouldn't be on your sides. You would have to either go back to wherever apparently it is, or wherever we think it is, because again, we haven't explored past it. So yeah, this is like a null argument. You wouldn't be able to see it because it's outside of your line of view.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know because you say you haven't been there, which means it's still a reflection. You still have the firmament.
What would we expect if we were there? Yeah, but you're saying what we would expect if we were there, and that's what we're saying.
Yeah, but surely you must have something. I mean, if I listen to your arguments about the flat, and it's well calculated and it's well put together, it really does seem like you've got a good understanding of what you're living on. And surely you must have a good understanding or an expectation how it should be done there.
Yeah, I just told you.
I mean, I just feel like you can't just say that we've never been there, so we can't say. And, Yasha, there's 24-hour sun. There's 24-hour sun or daylight, but why won't you see sun?
Do you know the difference between sunlight and daylight?
Why do you leave?
Oh God.
He dropped. Maybe he's got issues, but I don't think he understands the difference between daylight and sunlight.
No. He sounds African, South African, doesn't he?
He's back. He's back. Okay.
Yeah, I think I got that. Okay.
No stress, man. Do you know the difference between daylight and sunlight?
Well, daylight is you can see your hand in front of your face, and sunlight is you can see the sun.
Yeah, so sunlight is direct light from the sun. Daylight is just the light abrogated from wherever this light source comes from. So, like, if you're behind a wall in a house and you see its light, that's just daylight. But if you see the sun's light directly on you, that's sunlight. Now, we're saying you'll see daylight for 24 hours. You won't see sunlight for 24 hours.
Okay. No, that's fine. It's interesting though. It's just, you guys sound like you guys have got a very good understanding of what we're living on, including calculations, including what we expect in terms of refraction and diffraction and all so on. I just expected that you guys would have a more accurate understanding of what should be done there. But be that as it may, if you do see the sun,
yeah,
how would that change your view?
It wouldn't. That's the whole point. That's what we're saying. It's not really a final experiment for flat Earth. It's just final experiment for you globe Earthers, because you guys have only one way the sun can work, because you have a very specific claim. We don't have a claim on how it should work or what it is or where it is. So we don't need to go and say, oh, okay, you've debunked anything, because what we observe will just be evidence for, okay, this would be... I
understand that.
It will just be adding to the data we have.
But if you have I know you guys say you don't calculate, but you guys got a very good measurement of how flat it is. Surely then you can't say, the word should, because that means that you're not sure either about your own calculation.
I don't understand what calculations you're talking about there.
Well, your calculations for where you are, wherever you are, whether you're in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, with everybody that you talk to, and they say try and throw you a curveball, there's always a good answer for to deflect the so-called curveball, which means is
dropped again. While we're waiting for him to come back, thank you for your super chat, Roger Ledwell. He says, I see Duffy on Sunday. Ooh. Hopefully his church will be open this time.
That was going nowhere. I don't get what he acted like we act like flat Earth. It's concrete model.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm back. That guy actually...
Sorry.
That guy...
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit confused what you're trying to get at, dude.
What I'm trying to say is, whenever somebody argues you guys about a globe fact or a globe prediction or a globe calculation, the flat's always got a very good comeback about why the globe is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that you don't know what is happening where you live.
Can I just tell you one thing right quick?
Take that idea down to the south.
Yeah, but where I live is, I don't live in Antarctica, though, so I can't tell you what's happening in Antarctica. I can just tell you what I think is happening there. That's about it.
I see sundogs here, dude. I see sundogs in Arizona. I see reflection off the dome during peak seasons. You do see reflection in a lot of places. That's all I got to say to them.
Also, this is kind of one of the problems which the flat earthers have with, I guess, what would be the government, that we can't freely explore. That's why we don't fully know, right? That's why we are skeptical, and yeah. Well, that's not the only reason, but yeah.
No, that's fine. Look, and the other thing is,
this guy's in a public bathroom.
Can't even hear what he's saying.
Noobs channel.
So, Roger, you want to say something quickly?
Noobs channel.
What about him?
Yeah, sure. We do see reflection here. Just it depends on what time of the year it is. And during the summer down there, they're going to get a lot of reflection because the dome is closer to where they are. That's just my opinion on it, but I'm pretty sure it looks to be the fact to me. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you can claim the firmament causes a lot of things like rainbows, right? But or at least I've heard some people claim that.
Yeah.
But
But the rainbows are just practically just the refraction of light.
yeah,
from
no,
the rain.
it's from the water. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you can use the firmament for some things. What I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I feel like I always got to clarify some things fully because I say some things that can be clipped, right? And Globers are dishonest in my opinion.
Yep. Don't worry, they'll still end up clipping that as well, by the way.
Tommy, my last question, if I may, before I get cut off from this team again. Your thoughts on this Boeing escapade that's happening now at the ISS?
Oh, the astronauts.
Yeah, I mean, it's a private company. It's public knowledge that there's issues. I mean, there's people's lives up there. They're going to send SpaceX up probably to go and, save the day. What do you guys think of all this?
Look, when we look up, we do see something that you would call the ISS. I do believe there's something up there. I just don't believe it's in space, as they're putting it, at what they say it's.
Yeah, I think
it's not portrayed as what they're saying it is. Let's put it that way.
I think satellite technology is in some way real. It's used for some of our weathering, but it's not. It's in low Earth orbit. And there's videos. I've seen a video, and you can say it's fake, but of a guy zooming in on it, and it's like right in front of the moon, right? Or I guess where the moon is.
So the satellites that you're saying is in low Earth orbit, is that above the close to zero air pressure area, or below that?
It will still be in the same system, still on Earth.
Yeah.
In the atmosphere.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, you guys know that the air pressure has got a gradient the further up you go.
Yeah.
So would the satellite be above that or below that? Because I mean, we can measure when you're close to zero.
I think it would be at a maximum where the balloons can really go.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I mean, even NASA has technology, and they admit they've got balloons that can stay up to about 3 months.
Oh, actually, this is a thing. All satellite crashes, you'll see in footage, they usually always have this big white balloon attached to it for some reason.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I went to rally today. I went to go watch some rally today, and because I'm in the bush, and we were looking for some of our friends, and they sent us a pin location, and we're losing reception the whole time. And this was on SatNav. Tell me how that's possible if satellites are real. Me and my wife were both laughing at this in the car today. We're like, wow, satellites are very, very accurate. They work so well. We're in the middle of the bush, but the satellites aren't doing their job.
Yeah, I love the arguments where they glow. Your technology is based on the glow. It's like, do you know? Like, what?
Really?
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
But you see, this is the one thing we didn't get into the debate last night between Shane and Ruhaf, where they started talking about LIGO and everything. And Shane was trying to explain to him that if you're taking your data and you're trying to move it into assumption of the globe, your math now will match for what your assumption of your datum is based on that globe. So if you make it a globe, it's going to be a globe. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people bring up Eratosthenes' experiment. The way we explained is that, yeah, they assumed it was the sun wasn't local and it was actually however far, because the distance changed, right? I don't know how far you thought, but yeah, a lot of misassumptions when it comes to globe science.
Definitely.
Science.
Oh, but I'm actually glad he came in.
She blinded me with science.
At least. If he comes in, and I think we can have a normal, ordinary discussion at least, so that can be cool.
Opposition's always good. I honestly think, just like that person, I don't want to just be speaking to a screen and an audience that can't argue back, right? It's good.
Yeah. No, and but this is why I say there's a difference between anti-flat earthers and just normal globe believers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And I'm more than happy to, if people have questions like he asked, to answer. I'm not going to be around the bush. I'll just say what I think it is. Simple as that. Just like everybody has their own opinions and beliefs on things. That's how it is. Globesoyans. But yeah, I don't think like the ISS is what we've been told. I do think there is something up there, because if you don't say there's something up there, then you're just obviously lying. You do see something up there. I just don't think it's a tin can floating in space.
And and there is things that they misattribute, like that little blinking light that they see in the sky. I forgot exactly what that is, but they attest that to the ISS, right?
Yeah. I mean, for all you know, it could be. I've even heard some people say like quantum locking. You know what quantum locking is?
No idea.
It's like if they get something to a sub-zero point and it's magnetized, it's able to float freely, frictionless. And I've heard people say, well, how do you know the dome's frozen and magnetic? That they just hovering, they just quantum locked to the dome. They figured out how to do their technology.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Technology with the dome is interesting. Operation Fishbowl Dominic.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Paperclip. There's been so many operations that are doing stuff.
I think Bluebeam's happening
Bluebeam.
soon.
Oh, yeah.
Bluebeam's
Yeah.
happening soon.
For all you know, the ISS that we see there is Project Bluebeam. Who knows?
Some
Could be.
All right. Great video.
But yeah, it was a great stream, guys. Appreciate it. It was good to have you on again, Nate, PJ, and Ryans, and Roger, and everybody else that was on. Appreciate you all. Tomorrow night we'll have another awesome stream. But tomorrow night, first I'm going to be debating on MDD 7 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock Central African time. So it's 2 hours earlier than what we start normal time.
So 6 o'clock for me.
Right. Oh, and that's the biblical debate, right?
Yeah, the biblical one. And then we'll have an after show because it will end early. So normal time now, we should have a show then after show. We can chat about what we debate.
I've got one for the afternoon, but I'm going to make one up for the morning after this. So I'll be doing
just so I know, so I can be there, and so everyone else that is in chat that doesn't know, where can I find this? I want to watch it.
Modern Day Debates.
Modern Day Debates, amazing.
Yeah, I usually stream it on my side as well, although it doesn't really work really good. Otherwise, it doesn't have sound or picture, but I'm going to try. If it doesn't work, then guys, then go support Modern Day Debates and be on there. It'll be fine. I will have an after show, obviously, so then we can come in and be on my channel. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great discussion. I think he is a good kid. He's also quite young. I think he's a good guy, and he can also be respectable at least. So I do like Peter. Okay, so yeah, thanks guys all for coming. Many, many blessings. Thank you for all the super chats, all the likes, all the shares and everything.